everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Deluxe Class Sinnertwin from Transformers Power of the Primes. The rest of the Terracons have finally arrived. So Wave 3 is here. This is one of the Wave 3 Deluxe. There are only 3 in the third wave. Sinnertwin, Cutthroat, and Blot. The last 3 Terracons that we need, since we already have Ripper Snapper and Hunger from Wave 2, so we can finally get to forming Abominus. I'm very excited. He looks very, very cool. Here he is, pictured here on the side. So here is Sinnertwin, the kind of two-headed dragon monster thing. Not quite sure exactly what he is, but art on the card looks very cool. Turning it around to the back. Sinnertwin, how will the fierce Terracon Sentry wield the power of the Primes? They just always ask how everyone's going to wield the power of the Primes. It's not a bio, it's a question. It's like, how is Derek we're going to wield the power of the Primes? It doesn't tell me anything about Derek. What are her hobbies? What are his likes? Well, you know, what's he like to do? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so this is Sinnertwin. Got some Wave 3 Prime Masters here. Solus Prime, Quintus Prime, and Megatronus. Those are, I think, Octopunch, Bludgeon, and Bombburst, respectively. Which I've already reviewed. Very good. I really like the little Pretender shells. Very fun. But anyway, back to Sinnertwin. So that's pretty much it for his packaging. Let's go ahead and get him out of there so we can take a closer look. Sinnertwin comes with everything you see here. We'll take a look at his little card first. Nice, solid, durable cardboard. Same artwork from the card. It looks very good. He is Soulless Sinnertwin. Creates energy shields that protect Decepticon fortresses. Alright. So there you go. That's that. Put that off to the side. Accessories, very generic gun. I think it looks good, but it's, you know, nothing super exciting. These things, you guys know how these work by now. I'm not really going to go over these too much. You can put a Prime Master in there. You have the peg here. Obviously, you can peg it into the peg on the front of his chest. I guess I'll demonstrate that quick, although I'm sure you guys know how this works by now. So, huzzah. And then, of course, you can peg it into one of the sides of his arms. That's really more for his beast mode, but we'll get there. Put that thing off to the side. So I'll go ahead and put the gun in his hand. He holds it very nicely. Looks good. Very cool. So I gotta say, they did a great job with this figure. I'm pretty happy with these. The Terracons in general, like I haven't opened them all yet, but so far from what I've seen, other videos and just from seeing them in the packaging, I'm pretty impressed with these guys. The head sculpt, they crushed it. Like, that is absolutely fantastic. Very G1. I love it. It's very simple, but I think it works perfectly. Really, really well done. Yellow eyes look nice. Silver paint on the face. Love the little bit of purple here. Really works well with the color scheme overall. Really like that quite a bit. So you have the head can turn from side to side. I guess it can go a little bit up and down as well, but mostly just side to side. You have a ball joint here in the shoulder. You have a bicep swivel, though it's kind of very well hidden. It almost looks like it's not there, but it is there. And then you have the elbow movement. The wrists can just fold into the forearm because of the transformation, so they don't have a spin or anything. But then you have waist swivel. You have hips that can go out to the side, to the front. You have a thigh swivel. You have, not really, I guess you have 90 degrees in the knee, but it's kind of limited because this kibble on the back of his leg kind of hits into the monster head kibble on his back. And I gotta say, overall, I don't mind the kibble. I don't think it's that big a deal. But the legs are kind of hollow, and I kind of wish they could have found a way for these to rotate inside the legs so that these didn't have to hang off the back. Again, it's not a huge problem. Certainly it doesn't ruin the figure for me or anything like that, but it would have been nice if they could have, because you have all this empty space. If they could have just swiveled on the inside and then just stored in here, I feel like that would have been absolutely perfect. So I kind of wish that could happen. But I guess maybe because of this connector piece it can't. I don't know. But it would have been cool. But overall, I think he looks really nice. I mean, all this paint, you have the red, the silver here on the shins, the silver here in the chest, the red, the purple, the face. It's all very painted very nicely. And then you have this, the paint on the beast head, which we'll get to in a little bit. And a little bit of silver here on the arms as well. So Really cool. I think they did a great job. It looks really good. Nice articulation, great paint applications. Seems pretty solid with the joints and everything, so I'm pretty happy with all that. Yeah, I don't really have much to complain about this guy's robot mode. I think really, really well done. Holds the weapon very nicely. You have a nice Decepticon symbol? I can't talk today. Decepticon symbol here on his chest. And he stands pretty well because his legs are pretty big. He tends to lean back a little bit, but you can just kind of, stand him a little forward, and then he's perfectly fine, stands well. So let's go ahead and get into the transformation. So the transformation is fairly simplistic. We're going to go ahead and first rotate the hands into the forearms, very simply like that. And then you can see this part of the kind of claw of the beast mode. That's just going to rotate all the way around and then click into place. And you can see how it fits pretty flush with the forearm. It looks really good in my opinion. So go ahead and do that on the other one, and that clicks into place. Now you can see these joints here, these kind of yellowy shoulder joint pieces. That's going to actually rotate 90 degrees back, and that's just going to kind of situate the arms now in a more centralized location for the beast mode, which is pretty cool. Then you're going to kind of lift these up, and this whole section will pop down. You're going to rotate the head back into the chest, and then this is going to come up, snap in place, and then these are going to come up, and you can see that there's two tiny tabs. There's one right there, and there's one right there. And they're going to tab into these two spots right here and really make this nice and solid, which I appreciate. And then at this point you can lift these up because of this pin right here has a hinge. So that way the two monster heads don't have to stare into the dirt the whole time. So at this point you're going to come around to the back and you're going to open up these back leg pieces. And then you're just going to rotate this around. And it takes a little bit of maneuvering just to get everything to clear and all that kind of stuff. These pieces tend to get in the way a little bit, so just kind of bring it around, and then it'll clear, and then it'll peg together like that. Come around here, and you want to, right here, you want to make sure you pinch those together, and you'll hear like an audible snap. And now that's nice and tight together. So then when you close these up, you kind of have to do it at the same time, because if you close one all the way, you can see these two pieces have to kind of dovetail into each other as you go down. And then you can lift these up just to get these out of the way temporarily to make sure everything snaps together, and it's pretty solid when you're done. And then you're going to just lift these up, and they just kind of pop in, and you can see this little tab just kind of pops behind the little bit of the lip of the yellow plastic. And then I would say you're 99% done. All you have to do is rotate down these back legs. And I don't know why they decided to do the back legs like this. I will say that this seems almost exactly like what the G1 toy looks like. The back legs on the G1 toy were almost exactly like this. So I don't know if it's a little homage just for some fun nostalgia's sake, but you can then kind of position these legs so that he stands evenly. Or if you want, you can put them out to the front. Get kind of a cool stalker position. And I gotta say, I really, really like this. They did a great job. You have a cool little Decepticon symbol here on the arm. And like I was saying before, the monster, I keep on calling them dinosaurs. They're not dinosaurs. They're just kind of generic monsters. And I believe these can open and close. I believe they can. There we go. So the individual mouths can open and close. Now, for whatever reason, they decided to paint the teeth on the top, but not on the bottom, which is kind of a bummer. And I don't know why these are so hard to get open. But you can see there's kind of a little thing right here, which you're supposed to use. And it's harder than it seems. But oh, okay. Well, I guess that's one way to get it open. It should be fairly easy to just snap back in here. There we go. Get in there, you. So there you go. Mouth can open and close. It's just a little difficult. But like I was saying, they painted the top row of teeth, but not the bottom row of teeth. Small nitpick, but that would have been nice if you're gonna paint one set to paint them both. Nice red paint for the eyes, and I love the purple horns. Again, I think the purple color really pops. The yellow and the kind of turquoise color scheme I think already looks great, but then that purple is kind of the perfect accent color. It just really pops all together with these. So it's kind of cool. You can see how, like, this almost looks like a second jaw down here, the way they have this. I kind of like to just kind of keep it so that it makes the neck look solid. But I understand there's going to be some poses where you want one head to be taller than the other. So, you know. But there is a ball joint here in this head, and then a swivel here. So there's a little bit of posing possible, and then the mouth open and close. And then if you kind of push them all the way closed, there you go. And then, of course, you have that same ball joint, same bicep swivel, and same elbow joint for posing this leg. No posability in this leg whatsoever. But I still think he looks really, really good in this double-headed dragon mode. I don't know. What do we want to call this creature? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I usually just call it like monster form. But I guess it's kind of like a dragon, but he doesn't have wings, and I don't think he can fly, so I don't know. It's an interesting looking creature, and I do like it quite a bit. I've just never been sure exactly what kind of animal this is supposed to be. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd like to hear from you. But otherwise, I think it's a great job. Very reminiscent of the original G1 form, but just kind of elevated with that extra posability. Really nice paint. And overall, I just really love this alt mode. Really well done. I think Sinnertwin is a fantastic figure. If you're collecting the Terracons, you're definitely going to want to pick this guy up anyway, but you won't be disappointed. I think the color scheme back then was a lot of fun. I think it's even better now. You have that extra little pop of silver, red, and purple just to kind of really make it look nice. Articulation is great. Head sculpt is fantastic. Absolutely love that. The beast mode, the alt mode, is a lot of fun as well. I like all that extra articulation in the beast heads, which we definitely did not have in the original G1 toy. So yeah, I don't really have much to complain about this guy. I think he looks great. Great articulation, fun transformation. Nothing really aggravating about him at all. He's just really good. And I think he's a fantastic add to your collection. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, thank you so much for watching.